Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further ado,
Fair use is a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright-protected works in certain circumstances. Section 107 of the Copyright Act provides the statutory framework for determining whether something is a fair use and identifies certain types of uses, such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research, as examples of activity.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Hold on one second. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show where we are all same,
We are
but different.
same, but different, but still same.
We're going to give things a minute to catch up. Let people come on in. My name is Mike Reed. This is a live broadcast intended for people to come on the show and get their questions answered about the commercial appliance business. And I'd like to say what's up to Higgins Appliance Repair. What's going on? Max Tax. Thank y'all for being here. Hold on, they gave me some new sound effects. Thank you all for being here. As CGA would say,
being involved and being active on his YouTube channel. Well, welcome back.
Yep. CGA. Let me start to get stuff prepped. I was a few minutes behind today. I had something that you guys should know about. Oh yeah, there's some other stuff. Oh, and there's some training from True on the ice machines, but it's online. Let's see what we got as we line this stuff up. Yeah, and I just had an interesting experience with one of the locations that I was responsible for helping them get started. They're not even open yet, excuse me, and they're already going through management change, chef change, and ownership change. Craziness, just the craziness. So now I have to explain the appliance business and how the appliances function to people who have been, let's just say, elevated. People who have been elevated. And that reminds me that you guys really got to learn this equipment. You got to learn like why it is, how it is, what it does. And understand that in this business, you don't just come in one time, fix it, and leave. This is a constant thing. You come over to these places and you're there sometimes monthly, other times quarterly. When you only go on a damn near yearly basis, it's a cluster. And Higgins Appliance, I still haven't figured out a way to get I've been told that it's here for me to have text-to-speech. I still haven't figured it out. They gave me everything but text-to-speech. Everything but that. Trying to figure that out. They claim that I have it. So anyway, yeah, that kind of blew my mind. Went to go collect my money, and they were the staff was telling me, oh yeah, different management's going to be taking over like next month, and the chef isn't going to be there anymore. It's a little Korean girl. She doesn't know how a dishwasher works, and she was a sous chef, and now she is an executive chef. So she's jumped up to executive chef, and she wants to try to figure out how dishwashers work, and she don't know anything. So fun times. But I did what I had to do. I had to collect my $1,000, the last little tidbit from that damn job. So, fun times. But how about you guys out there? How about you guys? Higgins, I don't see no questions from you. Max Tax, what's happening? I still don't see any questions from Max Tax either. Other thing I did today was I had the Isomatic that I installed some time ago. I go out every quarter, and so I was dealing with the billing department. I was dealing with accounts payable, and I just so happened to mention to the lady that said, "Oh, happy Thanksgiving, happy Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. And I hope you have a good Halloween, because I won't see you until January." That's one of the benefits of doing preventative maintenance. You can schedule your stuff so that you have funds coming in during times that might be slow to others. Or if you guys are new to this stuff, it might be a little slow to you. So I have all my stuff set up for January, when people typically are a little standoffish on having new surface work done. I come rolling through. Come January, everybody else is slow, and I've got a full calendar. So that's some things to keep in mind, that we book this stuff out and just work this stuff so that you can schedule for when you prefer to take holiday, when you prefer to take a vacation, when you prefer to do training. So when you have all your stuff piled together, grouped together in clusters, it's a lot easier to do training when I can take a new trainee, and then I can go ahead and hit up 10, 15 ice machines. And then that helps them to get a better understanding on what I do and what I expect from that new technician. Max Tax, the online training Manitowoc. It appears to be instant. Hold on. Let me see what the hell this is saying. Hold on, let me put on the old man's. Put on the old man. It does. It appears to be instant as opposed to a designated date. I have no idea. Let's see together. Let us go together. Manitowockanen. Oh, service. Most of these, when you see them, they're going to be, not a live thing. It's going to be pre-recorded stuff, because you guys can just go ahead and do these. Oh yeah, it's going to show up like this on your side. It's going to be some old pre-recorded type stuff. So let me see what you're talking about. You are talking about Manitowoc. What are you talking? Are you talking about Manitowoc, or are you talking about True? It appears to be instant as opposed to a designated date. Max Tax, you gotta clarify. You gotta give me some clarified butter on that. Because this is what we got. Here's the Manitowoc. Manitowoc, the online videos. And the reason why they have this stuff is because when you go for the your regional training, you are going to be lost. You may be maybe your first time out, you might just pick up one thing. And I have to constantly reiterate this. You maybe will pick up one thing. You mainly are going to be lost. Then when trading, but you're out there and you're learning what goes wrong in your market. And then when you go back to training class the second time around, then you actually latch on to that because now you're focused. You are laser focused on those things that you saw, those things that you came across, and you learn those, and you end up, so it takes about a good 5 years, about a good 5 training classes when it's the regional for you to learn. And these are videos and courses. Now, what's different is when you actually go to the factory. The factory is hands-on. The factory, it actually has equipment that is designed with a failure, and you have to remedy that failure. The online training. Yeah, Max Tax. I've gone over this with y'all. Manitowoc has always had that pre-recorded training videos. What the hell is it that Igniter Labs made those videos for them many years ago. They've added some new ones, but yeah, these are all pre-recorded. But you need to go through the pre-records to get a little information. Because when you're going there and you're going to be learning about all the different parts and components, you are going to be lost. You're never going to pick up on it, and you're going to learn how to do things, but you're not going to remember everything. So what we got going on here? Oh, November classes canceled. Probably not enough of y'all signing up. So Manitowoc's November class is canceled. So you still got December. And newsflash, this is in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. So if you are from the South and you have never been north, you don't want to go to Wisconsin in December. All right, let me help you out with that. You do not want to go to Manitowoc, Wisconsin, December, January, or even February. March would be okay for you. That's the early part of March. You're going to be fine. February is going to be just as bad as January. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna want March. You're gonna want March if you're from California. If you're from Arizona, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida, these are not the classes for you. Let me just let you know right now. Right now, these are not the classes for you. But if you're from the north, have at it. Have at it. December, January. This is Manitowoc, Wisconsin. How much is a class? Is it 700, 800, something like that? I think they took the pricing down. But they go over the pricing at the regional field seminar. I won't download that just yet. Oh, you live in Milwaukee. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, winters are long. That's why I said, hey, Max Tax. That's why I said don't even go in February. That's why I said go in March. Because February, you might book something for February, and February might be worse than December. February might be worse than, in like a lamb, out like a lion type deal. So don't even do it to yourself. None of that tough man competition bullshit. So what are you trying to do, brother? You trying to go on over there? You trying to go ahead and take that class? Since you over there in Wisconsin, man, you could attend a lot of these freaking classes, brother. you're in Milwaukee, so have you ever gone over to Perlick? Perlick is there, Uline is there. So Perlick, they're kind of pricks at Perlick. I used to drive on over there to get the training manuals and stuff when I lived in Chicago, and they were just douchebags. They're just douchebag central. They're just so weird, man. There is no part about Perlick that isn't abnormal. Oh yeah, they put out these new videos. Like I said before, fair use. The video came across my feed yesterday or today. Where the hell did this video go? No, he did one. How is Perlick made? Yeah, he did one just the other day. Yeah, that's Perlick, man. Oh, you're in Georgia. Oh shit. Well, just the same, man. You got Heatcraft over there in Georgia. Oh shit. I can stop showing y'all Perlick. Perlick uses Part Sound to provide their service as well as their parts. Uh-oh, my bad. So Perlick is going to be one of those things where, and Perlick is very unique. They don't quite do things like other manufacturers do things. Not that they, not that it's a big thing to have, right. So I talked about that. So the bankruptcy notice from MVP. Yeah. Well, because MVP doesn't make any of that stuff. They're actually not a manufacturer. So that's why I said there are over 3,000 brands. So I got my letter a month and a half ago. And I think you got your letter like 2 months ago. I know people were telling me they had got their letter, and I still hadn't gotten it. And then I just got mine. I had just gotten mine from MVP not so long ago. And fun fact, MVP called me to run a service call. MVP called me to run a service call for them Monday. And so my question to them was, I said, hey, so if I run this call for you guys, are you, I need a credit card. Are you guys going to pay me with credit card? Oh, no, hold on. Let me get back to you. Bruh. They went and they found a sucker. So they went and because MVP Group in one day, they had sent me 5 damn emails about the same damn call. And eventually they found somebody, they tricked, oh, don't worry about it. Oh, because when I brought up to how you going to pay me, bruh, I'm only going to go out if you're going to supply me with a credit card. If you are not giving me a credit card, not happening. And then I'll, give me the number. I'll run it for $1 to make sure the credit card is good. I'll go out once you guys, I'll, send you video confirmation, picture confirmation, and then charge you, the call for the ticket on the credit card. So eventually they'll get there. More than likely MVP will dissolve because there's nothing for somebody to buy. They don't make. They use a product from another manufacturer, sometimes from a Tosa, sometimes from Turbo Air, dishwashers from this one, ovens from that one, and then they slap their own name on it. And what they end up doing is this tariff thing they couldn't do it. They couldn't survive with all the damn tariffs. And then they end up having to open up the Florida office to try to get around the tariffs, but it was too late. It was too late. They were done. So be cautious. MVP Group is gonna call y'all. MVP is gonna be calling around looking for somebody. They're gonna be hot to trot. They're gonna be shooting emails. Only do the call if you're gonna get a credit card. I use, and I have been using for 30 years, I've been using PayPal. So all my loans and stuff and factoring, that goes through PayPal. I have like 3 or 4 different lines of credit with PayPal. So I do all my processing through them. When I had my store, when I had my store in Chicago, I went through, I don't remember who the hell it was. I was using, that account was through Bank of America. And then Bank of America was doing that bullshit. I tried Stripe. I didn't like Stripe. But Brother Charles loved Stripe. He loves Stripe. So I put Charles on the Stripe. And Stripe actually does everything for Charles that PayPal does for me. Because I've been with PayPal for, about 30 years, PayPal, whenever I have a problem, I was just explaining this to Charles today. Whenever I have a problem, an issue, I send them the pictures, the before and the after, the videos, everything. And I win my disputes if somebody's using American Express. So I have that protection. Now you would not, I can guarantee you would not get that same protection, but I have been with PayPal for 30 years. So I get better treatment. So I get better treatment. I win my disputes whenever I do have one. And like I said, they give me a lot of perks and benefits to stay. Yeah. Now here's the caveat to PayPal though. You have a faction of people out there that are anti-PayPal. They're like, oh, okay, oh, like, dude, what the hell? You wouldn't know who my damn processor is. Like, get over yourself. Whatever. They get weird about the PayPal thing. Well, fuck it. You know, give me cash, give me Zelle, give me ACH. There's a plethora of options. A lot of people don't even do credit card. On the commercial side, you don't even need to offer credit card. I was also talking with Charles about this today too. A lot of clients actually prefer to do Zelle. I've had a lot of people that want to do Zelle. So Zelle is even nicer because now you have zero transaction fee. I've actually had some that do Zelle. I got quite a few that we just do ACH. Yeah, like I said, I always, I was with them they had the PayPal Mafia. PayPal, I'm 50 years old. I was born in 1976. So back in the early days, PayPal was your only option for doing transactions. So when you were doing business back in the day, it was a big hassle. It was a big hassle to get a credit card processing. You actually couldn't. Let me help you out. I used to do my credit cards with my BlackBerry. I used to use my credit cards for my BlackBerry. And I used to have to pay all these PCI compliance fees and all this shit. And then that was the only way that you were, back in the day, that was the only way you were able to be mobile and do credit card processing. And the device was $400 and all this shit. And then PayPal said, hey, you can use us not only for eBay, but you can use us, because I used to sell the parts from, the family business. I used to sell the parts on eBay and stuff like that. You can use us for a credit card transaction. So I dropped that BlackBerry system and 30 years ago, and I went with PayPal. And I've been with PayPal ever since. Now I did have, when I had my store back 20, no, my daughter's 14. So back when I had my store, 15, 14 years ago, because I think I closed it 14 years ago. So back when I had my store, I had PayPal for out in the field, and then I was using the I was using the Bank of America processing system for the store. So when they would call and the girls would book the calls and stuff, we would use the processing right then and there. When people came into the store to buy LeBaire, Bertazzoni, Elevate, 5-Star, American Range, I already said LeBaire, Fagor, Viking, we would swipe the credit card in the store. You swipe the credit card. But when I was out, instead of having them call the store, I would just use PayPal when I was out. So I've been with PayPal since, I still have Hotmail. I still have a Hotmail email address. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, I still have Hotmail, bro. So, because that's kind of like how I got hacked. Bastards used my Hotmail. They used my damn Hotmail against me. They hacked my freaking Hotmail, man. Hold on one second. Let me go back to this. So yeah, Goodyear 76. That's right. January. Yeah, but I am just. Shit, I shouldn't even be saying that. Picture man, picture me rolling. What's happening? All right, let me add. So yeah, back in the day, man, Hotmail, CompuServe email, AOL email, Netscape, Mosaico email, Mosaic, not Mosaico, Mosaic. Well, Mosaic didn't have email, did they? Anyway, so I had that, and the way to do transactions without all those damn fees and without having to buy all that expensive ass credit card mobile device, because back then you used to either have to use BlackBerry or you had to use a phone that came with the credit card reader, and then it would send a signal like that. And so PayPal was like, no, you ain't got to do none of that. And then they actually gave me a virtual thing and all that other stuff. Yeah, see, I still got it. I still got it. Nights like this, I wish that raindrops would fall. Still got it, Rome. I still got it. I don't know if that password, I don't even know if that's going to go through. I think I changed. No, I didn't change my password. Nights like this, I wish. Yep. So anyway, Hotmail, it changed to Outlook. There it is. Ooh, there it is. Ooh. Look, man, they hacked my ass. Upcoming schedule maintenance. What the hell is this? Oh, that's that Kraken thing. Let me see what's in junk mail. Bruh, I got hacked. And I'm on the phone with the phone company, with Xfinity. And they're sending me the codes. And I'm watching it pop up on my email and watching it disappear. The motherfuckers it was in my system in real time, messing around with my stuff. Oh, so pissed. Oh, so pissed. Pissed. Oh, so pissed. Yeah, it ain't in junk. I don't know where. They went and they deleted them damn emails and cleared them out. So it says Hotmail right there. Other than there's my email address. Like, get Hotmail. All right, but anyway, enough of memory freaking lane. Anyway, so if you want to go with a credit card processor, if you want to go with Stripe, you could do that. Chase has an integrated credit card processing now. So I don't know, what bank do you is your business account with? And please tell me you got a business account. And yo, we are closing in on 1,000 subscribers. 905. Shamanamania Shanabarahanda. Woo! Finally, it's been a long ass time. Truist, Truist just sent. What the hell did I do with that letter? Truist just sent advertisement to my wife today. You know they have that. We actually have local branches here. We got local Truist branches. They have I engage in all that. I don't know if you watch the guy Run on the Bank or whatever, where you open up an account and then they'll give you whatever the sign-on bonus is. They'll give you $500 for opening up. Like Run on the Bank, he just did a video a couple days ago. Hold on a second. Run on the Bank just did. We do Run on the Bank. He just did one. All right, Run on the Bank. Run on the Bank. There it is. So US Bank. He just did this. Truist. So I follow his channel. Run on the Bank, American Express, and he does one for businesses. I would never open up another Bank of America account. I used to. I don't know if I could say I dated her. I used to know a girl who worked for Bank of America back in the day. I don't think she no longer works for them. There's TBK Bank. So when you sign up with these different banks and you transfer your money in, I have direct deposit because I'm able to send money to myself using direct deposit and whatnot. So then I can get those banking bonuses. And there's one pay. There's Truist. See, this is 9 months ago, but he just did one. Fair you.
Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into it.
Hold on, I got to get rid of his music. Hold on.
Of Truist Bank, which is not nationwide, but it is in many states. So in typical fashion,
yeah,
we'll take a look at its offer, terms and conditions, requirements, eligibility, everything you need to know to make Truist money become your money. So of course, if that sounds interesting to you, then go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work.
So here's the thing. Because I deal with Chase, because I deal with Citibank and stuff like that, it doesn't matter where I am in the country, because there's no longer Bank One. Well, what the hell they bought First Chicago. I had been with a number of different banks, and then Chase ended up buying them all anyway. When you're with a large bank, HVACR was happening. When you're doing business and when you're with a large bank, you end up with quite a few of your customers also using that same bank. You end up they end up using Chase, and boom, your money is in your account same time. Your money is in your account instantaneously. And so when they're using Zelle and all that other stuff, even though Zelle is right away, it is so fast, so convenient. When you're using, a large, bank like Chase, Charles does this, I don't, but you can go ahead and check and see if there's money in the account, if it clears and all that kind of stuff. And Chase does a lot of, because Jamie Dimon don't give a damn. So Chase does a lot of things that are pro-business. Bank of America is supposedly a woman-run company. And I just, such a betrayal from Bank of America. I swear. So I like the convenience of using Chase. They try their best to be accommodating. It is what it is. But I don't know if Truist has business services. Let's see if Truist does. Anybody follow Run on the Bank? Anybody follow either one of his? He's got 2 channels. I can't think what the hell the other one is, but he's got 2. Let's see what they got with what the hell? What the hell's the business part? Small business. There we go. So right now you can get $400 if you open up a business account. And more than likely what these guys do is if you have a business account and a personal, you link the 2 together and you end up with less fees. So what can we help you with? Merchant services. And yeah, so this is the thing. So yes, they are providing you with credit card services. And like RJ likes to say, happy people, look at that smile, nice little shape on that thing. There she is. So yes, your Truist is offering credit card processing. So I would also check out what Truist is willing to do for you. Maybe they're willing to reduce some of your monthly fees and things of that nature. I don't have to wait using PayPal because I've been with PayPal so long. I don't have to wait on American Express or I don't know how things work with Discover now that they're owned by Capital One. I don't have to wait on any. It's instantaneous. American Express within 5 seconds. Then 5 seconds, the money is in my account. So I don't have to worry about that. Now when I need to transfer money out of PayPal, they have this arrangement with Chase. Yo, Mike Adams. I select what's happening. Number 1 subscriber. Number 1 supporter of the channel. Thank you very much. Hold on, that man deserves a round of applause. Oh, so when I deal with PayPal, and fun fact, Chase used to be the banking service for PayPal a long time ago. That's how far back I've been. I select, you have an option for instantaneous transfer, which they charge you 1%. Or if you could choose 3 to 5 day ACH transfer. When I choose at 0 cost, when I choose 3 to 5 days, 0 cost ACH transfer to your checking account, when I choose that with and send the money to Chase, it arrives in my account within the hour. So I don't have to pay any fees. And that has typically been, even on Saturday and Sunday, I do bank transfer, ACH that money out of my PayPal business account into my Chase. Boom. It is in my business account in 1 hour, even on a weekend. So it's just one of those things. Yo, see, Mike Adams. I was just saying that. I had a business account with Bank of America at my, for my store that I had in Chicago. I was selling luxury, I was selling Bertazzoni, Fratelli Onofre, Smeg, LeBaire, Elve, Viking designer, and my credit card processor for in the store was Bank of America, and Bank of America was awful. Man, it was awful. So that's crazy because you just came in and I was saying, hey man, at your own risk with B of A. At your own risk. My apps, what's up? Yo, just the man I wanted to talk to. So now we can get started with the other stuff. No, Max Tax, you didn't miss the whole brother. What? How did you get here? I just told you you're not gonna get the same treatment. I'm grandfathered in on a lot of shit that they got. The whole purpose of me showing you this, not because I wanted you to see the girl with the nice curly hair and all, is that this is Truist, the bank that you're currently dealing with. Truist processes credit cards. Truist, they have the online, they have in person, so you can do it on the go, or, like they said, face to face. This is you need to talk to your bank. You need to talk to your bank. Like what the system that is currently being used now is that they are using, if you're using your phone, you log into the system. This is what Chase has got. You log into the system and they use the chip, the RFID chip on the card. You put that card over your phone, and then you're able to process your service call using your phone. So now you don't need a separate device to stick the card in for the chip and all that other stuff. No need to swipe. None of that. So now that is what they're doing. That's what Chase is doing. That's what your bank, well, shit, I don't know which side of the screen it's going to be on. That's what your bank, Truist, is doing. So my advice to you is to talk to Truist and see what they can do for you. Because unless you've been with PayPal because PayPal is currently using Synchrony, which formerly was GE Capital, which formerly was Textron. I go back. Go back, people. Which formerly was TCF Financial. And formerly it was another thing before that. And then I think it went back to Textron. It was Textron, and then TCF Financial bought that arm, that small business factoring arm from Textron, and then Textron bought it back, and then GE bought it. It's been nuts. So now GE owns it again. They spun it off as GE, and well, scratch the GE part, just Synchrony. So my advice to you, gone through all that to say, my advice to you is to talk to your damn bank first. See what they can do to you. See what they can, what kind of benefits they can do. See, he uses Square. See, so I know a lot of people are very happy with Square. I did not have the same thing, but yeah, Brother Charles used Square and Zelle. That is what the brother uses. Oh, and Cash App. Square, Zelle, and Cash App is what, like, Brother Charles uses. I really don't have. Yeah, I gotta dig up my. Venmo's owned by PayPal, but they won't give me a Venmo account because they want a picture of my Social Security card, and I don't know where the fuck my wife moved it to. Yeah. So the fun thing about all these other ones is that you don't have to pay all the transaction fees. So there isn't that 50 cents fee, and there isn't that percentage that you got to pay, which is why the banks are jumping back into the whole credit card processing thing. So now it's a lot more secure because they're using your phone and the RFID chip on your phone. You put the customer's card over your phone, and then they process the transaction. More than likely, you will, because you bank with Truist and you're doing the processing with it, it won't take as long. 14 years ago, it used to take 4 days to get paid from American Express and about 3 or 4 days to get paid from Discover. But like I said, for me, it doesn't matter if it's Discover, it doesn't matter if it's American Express. And yes, for all you guys that are coming in, I know that Discover is now owned by Capital One. But it doesn't matter to me. It comes in within 5 seconds on my PayPal account. And like I said, I've been with PayPal since the 90s. Had them when they were with eBay, when they were the only way for you to do a transaction on eBay. That's how I got started with PayPal. And then PayPal jumped out from eBay and allowed you to do processing in the real world. and I've been with them ever since. I've been unfaithful, but I've still been with them. They still been with me. So, that's why I show you all that picture of my favorite African American out there, Elon Musk. But so now that my app is here, let me go on over these. Let me go on, because I had thought about some other stuff, because I don't know why this brother don't look at, you guys did Blue Air, Dukers. Hold on 1 second. Atosa, Blue Air, Dukers. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I'm still with y'all. Royal. Yeah, you got to sign up with Ocean Jockey. Hold on 1 second. You know what? Let me go on Parsound. Let's go on Parsound. Let me go and look at this damn list, and let's see. Because I'm going to get up off this thing in a minute. All this hardware is hot. Hotter than hell. I got a couple of lights going on. I got this generator over here going on. It's kicking out wattage. It's hot. It's hot, man. Good Lord. It's too much heat. It's too much heat. I'm getting sick. Let's look at this damn list. Alto Sham, not going to happen. Higgy Wyatt, not going to happen. Lincoln, not going to happen. Baxter, not going to happen. Beverage Air. You guys can call Beverage Air. All right, so if you're going to get started. Oh, yeah. Beverage Air, Masterbuilt. So definitely give Masterbuilt a call. That Masterbuilt is out of Mississippi. Masterbuilt. It is RSG. No, I don't want that Masterbuilt. Not that one, damn you. Masterbuilt. Yeah, refrigerators. All right, Masterbuilt sponsored. Yeah, well, you just gonna have to. Oh, Arctic Air. Yeah. You can go and sign up with Arctic Air. Arctic Air is, oh, look at you. Thank you. Arctic Air. Don't forget about Arctic Air. So Masterbuilt, yes, they do large items, but they also they're tied in. Let me tell you the name of the company that has adopted them. The new company is called RSG, Refrigeration Solution Group. So now RSG is Norlake. Your Norlake Scientific, that is your refrigerators. You occasionally will find some of them at CVS and stuff like that. Masterbuilt, which is what we saw. Masterbuilt does provide standalone. One of their clients is, just pulled a blank. It is a frozen, not custard, but frozen yogurt chain, Minchie's. So Minchie's is one of their clients. Masterbuilt also has another client that is it Baskin Robbins? It's another one of those. So Norlake, I run into a lot of Norlake at retirement homes. That is like one of their biggest. That is one of their biggest go-to customers for Norlake are institutions. All right. My app said you got to pop. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me do the old man thing. Hold on. Mike, I got paper out to Onera, JMC, Legacy Group, Embera, Dukers, Everest. Okay, good. So you're gonna want to do Norlake. You're definitely gonna want to do this one too. Now, once again, if you guys are not doing sealed system, just leave it alone. Don't tell them you don't do no fucking sealed system. You guys love talking yourself out of fucking money. I don't understand that. what you do, because first of all, you're not going, no one in their right mind with these large companies are going to be sending you seal system fucking jobs. They're not going to put the reputation of their company in your hands. They're not going to do it. So leave that delusional dream alone. Most people currently are telling others that they do not work on R290. Say, hey, I don't work on R290. I don't work on CO2. I don't work on 600. So that is the, oh damn. Yeah, I didn't unplug the right thing. So that is the current state of the industry. But they still need people to go out, and they still need people to go out, because even if a guy is doing seal systems, even if he's doing 2 seal systems a day, that's going to be enough to suffice in most of America outside, well, all of America outside of your major cities. That will be fine. And guess what? The world, the United States is bigger than just the major cities. Okay, there are the rest of America. The rest of America, all of America is not in New York. All of America is not in Miami. All of America is not in Chicago. Newsflash. Hate to break it to you, but yes, there's other places around these United States where there's equipment. All right, so but they need people that are going to go out there and fix the LED lights. They need people that are going to go out there and fix controllers, drain problems, motors, fan blades. It's either, like they said, for schools, Norlake for schools, Norlake for old folks homes, and then for chains. They do have some chains. Those calls are typically going to go to the in-house people for those chains. All right, so don't forget you got Norlake, and when you get your when you get your sign-on number, it's going to be like it's the same number that's going to be for like Norlake and Masterbuilt. So you got those. Arctic Air. So Arctic Air is a refrigerator. All right. Is a Chinese brand. It is not very popular, but the reason why I give you these is so that you can get acclimated to the business, right? So you're not too worried about it. It's not complicated at all. So you got Arctic Air. So what my plan is for you guys is for you to sign up with the lesser known brands, learn on the lesser known brands. You're not going to hurt your future prospects by going out for a top brand. Let's just say Perlick really needs somebody in your market. You go out on a Perlick unit and things go sideways. Perlick is going to never use you ever again. And that's not something that you want. If you're going to fuck up with somebody, fuck up with the bullshit companies. Fuck up with the trash ass companies. Yeah, this is Arctic Air. It's not the best. All right. This refrigerated countertop prep unit that you see, funny enough, that this is used at the Menchie's. So this has all the cherries in it and pineapple bits and all the little stuff that's supposed to be refrigerated, the condiments for the frozen yogurt. So they're using this little guy right there on the counter. They're also using that Masterbuilt to keep the ice cream cakes in. So they have a single door upright freezer that they have all the ice cream cakes and stuff in there. And they also have Arctic Air. Then they're going to have a Stolting unit for the frozen yogurt. And they'll typically have 8 of those, at least 8. Rarely are you going to find a Menchie's with 6 of them. They're usually going to have about 8. All right, so this is Arctic Air. Hold on. Let me give you this because I don't want you to go and find that other little bullshit tabletop air conditioner that you put water in. That's also an Arctic Air. Ew. So yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to start with these little guys first. That's gonna be your mom and pop. Oh, don't forget about do not forget about Magic Chef. Their brand is Norpole. Wooddale, Illinois. That's Chicago. That's right on the other side of the airport of O'Hare. It's right on the west side of O'Hare. What? What does that say permanently closed? Hold on. Let's see what the hell. What the hell? What the hell? What, did they move or something? Hold on one second. Let me go to Magic Chef. Yeah, because it's still saying it's all right. So they look like they phased out the Norpole name. What the hell? Norpole commercial? What the hell? MCA. They're still in it. Okay, so maybe they moved. I used to do a lot of work for them at that old location by the airport. I know they were expanding like crazy. So this is Magic Chef. They are also using Magic Chef commercial and the Norpole name. Oh my God, it was so awful trying to sell. It was so bad trying to sell these refrigerators 15 years ago. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. And what they end up doing is they end up just providing Home Depot with exclusive rights to sell these units. If you're in Chicago, yeah, you can roll up on the Norpole. I mean, not the Norpole. You can roll up on Magic Chef Warehouse. Excuse me. And you can buy these units. You can buy and sell them. But they prefer to have everything listed with Home Depot. And this is one of their tactics. They interchangeably go with Magic Chef and the Norpole name. It all depends on where they go. So yeah, they try to say $4,000, but let me see what Home Depot got. So you can go with sign up with Norpole. Oh yeah, and they're also selling. Yeah, they're still selling. Oh, let's see what we got. Yeah, they're still selling Norpole. That's crazy. It's even cheaper. Not by much. It's even cheaper on the Home Depot site. So here's the deal. Home Depot has the ability to offer the financing. So through the Home Depot card and stuff like that, and then your points that you accumulate as a Home Depot Pro member, then you're able to get these things. But once again, you end up with food truck owners buying these units. I have gone to some smaller retirement homes, things like that. They'll buy it because they're able to order this from Home Depot, and then Home Depot just see free pickup. So they just wait the week and pull right on up to the dock at Home Depot, and then the workers, just put it right onto their truck, their pickup truck or their box truck, and away they go. And so now you don't have to pay any shipping. So that's the deal that Norpole. And here's some units that are. Oh yeah, I'm trying to show you some units that say Home Magic Chef. Anyway, so this is Norpole. You can sign up with them. You don't have to do sealed system. You can do. Let me go back. You can do just. Well, you can do everything else. So here it is, the service center. I don't know what the hell my username is. I forget it. So they have authorized servicer, non-authorized. You want to become an authorized. Go back, forth, and back. Contact us. There's only like, it's a small team that's there of like 5 people. 1 girl that handles payments, 2 people that do tech support. Hold on one second. Let me go into this. So what I'm showing you are companies that, brands that the other service technicians, I'm not gonna get Norpol on my hand. I'm not gonna get Magic Chef on my hand. That's beneath me. Right, Norpol. Technically, it's not new. My apps. I've been talking about these damn companies for 4 years on this channel. Been talking about them for 4 years. 4 years. Oh, so they did move. So they're on North Central Avenue now. Still in Wooddale, but on North Central Avenue. Is the guy's name Bob? I think the head guy, his name is Bob. Doesn't matter. You call up, you tell them when you want to sign up to become a servicer for you. They're going to add you. They're going to add you because they don't really have many service technicians. As you can see, they're out of their, they're in cahoots with China and Korea. Service center locator. They become pissing me off. The hell is my zip code? See, oh, they don't even have me on there. Oh, because it's, oh shit! I'm like, damn, they don't even have me on there because they only got Puerto Rico. What the hell is NS? I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, so they don't have anything. Why does that say it's 9 miles? Oh, it's just, oh, there's, okay, it finally populated. Oh, there I am. They still got me on there. There I am. There I is. Because I know some people love to hear the ebonics, as they say in on the comment section. There I is. So there you go. You get one a broadcast. You get one a show. So I am there. I'm not only the president. I am also a client. It is. They actually did sign up. Okay, so General Parts is that's Partstown. That's Partstown. What? I know those guys aren't happy about doing that. Yeah, y'all. General Parts is Partstown. Some of the YouTubers and TikTokers and stuff that you see, they work for General Parts. See, they do Manitowakanen, Toastmaster, Frymaster, Charleston, Manitowoc. Yeah, I said Manitowoc. Turbo Chef, Lincoln, Wales, and the Cleveland Show. Salvador won't fuck with me though. Salvador, like, oh. I talked to them motherfuckers in person, and they was just like, yeah, fuck off. Pitco. Oh, these are all my least favorite fuckers right here. Salvador, RoboCoupe, the French fucks, Rationale, the German bastards, the Mein Kampf fuckers, Pitco, they can go to hell. Ovation is cool with me, though. Middleby Marshall, I'm cool with Middleby Marshall. I just don't, every time I run across this stuff, it's just so old. Jackson, I'm Team Jackson. Henny Penny, they're gonna learn today. Henny Penny need to learn.
Is there no one else?
Hatco, that's my people. Grown, that's Electrolux. I ain't got no choice. There's Electrolux. I ain't got no choice. There's Duke. I brought Duke along with me, kicking and screaming. There's Champion. Carter Hoffman won't fuck with me. Blodgett, I deal with Blodgett. Alto Sham, there's my boy is over there. Garland, I deal with Garland. AP Wyatt and Dormont. Those are my people over there in Dormont. Star will fuck with you. Star is with everybody now. Star is with everybody. Star Manufacturing. So this is let me tell you guys how the process works with Star. If you have a Star product, this is your customer, or you get a request, because that's how my stuff works. This is how you do a call that still falls within the warranty period. No one's gonna tell you this, but here's how. Want to hear a story? Here you go. Damn, I just plugged that up, bastard. Oh no. I should use that as my damn curtain call. So now, ain't nobody ever told you. Nah, I didn't told you. I don't know if y'all ever used to watch some In Living Color. Wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here you go. So when you have one of their products and you need to do a call, anyone,
Is there no one else?
anyone can do a call. You have to call this number. You have to call the 800 number. You have to talk to tech support. Newsflash, you're talking to Partstown. Partstown is handling everything everywhere. So they will assess the situation. They'll go over the call with you, and they will determine if you're going to get the call or not. All right, they're going to determine, based on a lot of factors, like, was there any previous calls on this customer? Is this customer flagged as as a customer nobody wants to deal with? Because they'll have that in there. And then they'll see it and they'll be like, say, hey man, I'm going to Hang Sang's bat meat market, and there we go. Let's see if it pops. Going to Hang Sang's bat meat market, and they got a problem with their unit. You give them the model, you give them the serial number, and the customer wants it done right now. Customer wants it done tomorrow. And they'll say, okay, well, hold on 1 second. Let me call, and then they'll call these different companies, and they'll actually call their own because they own. And I don't know why the company that they own isn't on this damn list. It is 3 pages. They'll call all these different people. Hey, are you available to go to Hang Sang's fresh bat meat market in the Wuhan section of Houston? They'll be like, hell no, we ain't going over there. We just now recovered. And then they'll come back on the phone with you and say, all right, cool. Here's your authorization number. Go ahead and go with God, my child. There you go. So that's how that works. You got to get authorization. They even have after hours authorization. And once again, you're not calling Star. Star has sold their soul and shipped everything over to the evil empire. And I need that reminds me, I need a Darth Vader thing. So it's now at Partstown. So Partstown handles everything, everywhere. So all you guys that want to do hot side stuff, you can do Star. You can do the toasters, the griddles, grills. Also, once again, you're going to find a lot of this stuff in you're going to find a lot of this stuff in concession areas. So in your high school concession areas, grammar school concession areas, university, you're going to find this in food trucks. I knew I was going to get there eventually. Food trucks. So this is in food trucks. I know some of y'all is hot to trot with them damn food trucks. Food trucks, here's your waffle makers and shit like that. So some of your little cafes. These waffle makers aren't just used for making waffles. They have the plates for the ice cream cone. Woo! Excuse me. Yo, do we have any questions so far? Cause we are we don't have any questions, we are going to wrap this thing up because I am cooked under these damn lights. I am cooked. I'm so cooked. And I have been running all over the place. So that is the secret to Star. You guys saw this. So that's if you're interested in working on hot side. And that's, let me go back to that. And these are primarily electric, by the way. So you guys don't have to be worried about gas, because I know some of you guys are pissing in your pants when you think it's gas. These are not gas. These are all electric. See, there you go, 120 volt, 208, single phase. There's a gas. Holy shit, there's a gas. But the rest of these are all electric. 208, they got a gas now. Who the hell did they get that from? They got a gas. Here's another electric. Yeah, all of these. So all the rest of them are electric. All the rest of them are electrics. Just so you can see just how focused they are on electric. All electric impingement air units. All electric. And these aren't impingement. These are they just have those glass heaters in them. And they have a lot of fuses that go bad. My app. No, my app. No, bad, my app. Bad. No. Let me tell you about that. I'm glad you said something, because I just let somebody have it about that. Somebody had called me up and said, "Oh, you're on the website," and they told me to call you. I said, "Well, the local Oshizaki distributor, the parts are on back order." Yeah, but there's 58 on Partstown. Partstown got them, and I said, "Yeah." Fun fact: when you do a warranty claim and it's through Partstown, you do not get reimbursed for the shipping. You will not receive your money back off of the shipping. You're not doing this shit for free. You understand? So you're not going to, you would have to make arrangements with the customer to pay for the shipping, whether it's going to be $225, whether it's going to be $50, whether it's going to be $28. That will not come back to you. You're going to send off the paperwork, and they're going to give you back $200. No, shit. What the fuck am I talking? You're not going to get nothing back. You'll be like, "Hey man, what the hell? What the hell happened to, I paid $200 for the shipping, and then I paid $200 for the part. Why the hell I only got $200 back? What the hell happened to my other $225? Like, oh no, Hoshizaki don't reimburse for shit." So, rule of thumb: always go through the distributor. Do not ever hold on. Do not ever, Brother Frank, do not ever in your life, do not ever do fucking warranty through Partstown. It is a pain in the ass. They're going to have a fucking attitude the entire time they're doing it. You're going to have to deal with some snooty bitch that has all kind of attitude, and you got to fill out all kind of paperwork and shit. Dude, I still had a Perlick that they never did pay me. Partstown never did pay me for that Perlick job. And they didn't feel like they had to, because they themselves, Parstown and the many companies that they service do it. So here's how the thing, and it was a master bill. It was a freaking master bill. Or was it a North? It doesn't matter. It's still the same thing. Parstown wanted the old compressor back. We want the compressor back and we want to test the compressor. All right. So it's like, yeah, that's cool, but they wouldn't pay. Parstown wants you to pay to ship the old parts back. And then they must receive the old parts. They must test the old parts. And then and only then are they going to credit you for the part that you had to buy, but not for the shipping. Something like that. It took me forever. And I eventually just chalked it up. That was one. And that bitch, she was a bitch. She was a bitch. And the funny thing is, I know her. She was a bitch. She was a bitch. She was a bitch. Just. I mean, outside of that, like outside of business or just talking with them, they're cool. But when it came to the actual doing the work, and it came to the dynamic of you're the servicer and they're the part supplier, just abuse of power. It was awful. It was awful. And I did, you got to fill out this special paperwork with Parstown. And, Ehrlich used to have me as their authorized service provider. And even when they still had their own Parstown people do it, I was still a backup. I was still a backup service provider. So when they were tied up, they were too busy, and it was deemed an emergency, then they would parachute my ass in there, and I would do the warranty claim. And it's just the abuse, man, just the abuse. So my advice to you is to always, always, always go with your local supplier on your warranty parts. You are going to regret dealing with Parstown on that warranty. Having them process the warranty, you're going to fucking regret it. You're going to regret it. You mark my words. What they say earlier? Hold on a second. Hold on. What they say earlier? This guy right there. That's me. I'm the Negro Damas of the appliances. You understand that, Jack? Don't do it. Don't do it. My apps, you're very brother, you're very naive when it comes to these appliance actors, distributors, manufacturers, marketing reps, and all that. There's a whole handful of people that form this cabal, and you spend way too much time talking to these fuckers. I don't talk to the motherfucker. I do not talk to them. You send them your paperwork, you send them your W-9, you send them a COI if you want to, and you say, hey, I'm looking for onboarding paperwork, and you let that be that. You let that be that. Let that be that, because you swimming with sharks, you're liable to come back to shore missing a fucking arm or a leg or some shit. Just send them your stuff and let that be that. Let that be that. Now, I gave you guys Nordpol commercial. I gave you guys Arctic Air. I gave you... What's the rundown? My app. Give me the rundown. What did I give you guys on the refrigeration side on the company's call? Master Built and Norlake. And what's it? Lear. Don't forget to sign up with Lear. And the thing is, like, you guys don't actually have to sign up. You just want to get referrals. So let them know, hey, look, I don't need to be authorized. I just want to get referrals. I just want the referrals. So it's up to you guys. If you guys want, say that in order for me to get the referrals, I have to be authorized, then so be it. So be it. Yeah, and they're growing. Look at Lear. Their New Lisbon, Wisconsin and Carroll, Iowa operations are currently hiring multiple positions for first and second shifts. So I've gone through this. Lear. Oh, Everest. Did you guys call Everest? So Everest has that system where it's a cassette and you pull out the compressor and you slide in a new one. No seal system skills required. And there's a lot of units out there that's like that. They're using the cassettes. That's Lear. Uh-oh. My bad. Yeah, Oh, Untamed Kango's like, what's up, man?
How good of you to join us.
And the brother Frank and everybody else
being involved and being active on his YouTube channel. Well, welcome back.
Thank you very much, because YouTube has throttled the shit out of my channel. I tried to go live today and YouTube would tell no one I was live. They let me get about 1,600 people on, not today, on the last time I went live, but today they only let one person on my damn live. They let one person to see that I had a live. Oh, YouTube is on some shit. YouTube is on something. They are on something. Hold on one second. Let me let y'all see something. YouTube is on some shit. She was on that bullshit. YouTube is on that bull. Hold on one second. Let me go to dashboard. Yeah, YouTube is seriously playing them freaking games. Oh, I gotta go to live. Hold on one second. I'll be with you guys. Just one second. I can't even find it. Yeah, so this is what it looks like when the doves cry. Hold on one second. All right, so here we go. So I was live. YouTube, when they want to, they'll let me get 1,000 views. They'll let me get 1,000 views if they're not looking. They're not looking. They'll let me get. Yeah, Lear. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. YouTube, when they're not on their bullshit, and I slipped through the cracks. And damn, he got away from us. He got out there. She got out there. I'll get 1,000 some views on a live. But then when they clamp down on me, they'll make it so I only get 2. They'll make it so I get 2, 72, 400. You know what I'm saying? When they're on me, they'll clamp down on my ass. They'll clamp down on me, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. This is completely up to you guys where I go, how things go for me. Let me go to the contact us page. But just know, man, this is what they do. This is what they do. This is the treatment that YouTube gives to some of their content creators. So they can turn on the lights. They can turn on the lights when they want to, or they can leave you in the dark. So this is the number to Lear. Lear and everybody else is using R290. But just so you know, like my apps found out that a lot of the beverage, the ones QBD and ProCut. Oh, let me give you guys ProCut. Some of those, I mean, they are not going to pay that much because they are just their focus is on. Their focus is ProCut. Oh, ProCold. They have no problem just replacing the units. They have no problem. So this is ProCold is adjacent to some of the other brands that I've given you. It's actually owned by, as you can see, Houston, Texas. This is actually, so Coke is one of their clients. Coca-Cola, you mother suckers.
This is it. I'm telling you, this is it.
Let me see if he's still running things. Let me give you his information. I can't think of the guy who's running the service. I've known him for years, if he's still alive. This is Procode One. Their main thing is to provide products for Coke, but they got deli cases, right? You end up with a lot of with Procode, you end up with a lot of mom and pop butcher shops, whether that be ethnic butcher shops or just your Polish, your Ukrainian, your Lithuanian, your Greek, your Lebanese butcher shops, your Iranian butcher shops, your Chinese, Korean, Japanese butcher shops, that type of thing. So everybody with their own thing. These do not hold cakes and pastries and ice cream. These deli cases are strictly for meat. There are no fan on the inside of these to circulate the air. The reason for that, the reason why there is no fan in here, it just has a curtain of cold air that comes down off of the evaporator at the top. And the reason for that is the circulation of the air dries out the meat. So, they could put meat, they could put seafood in these, but, their main selling point is the meat. A number of different types of compressors go in there. They got it designed for R290 now. But anyway, so you got Procode, and Procode has a number of different. This is just the butcher shops and stuff like that. A lot of other companies will turn them down because now you got to move all this stuff, or they have to move all this stuff. There's the pizza prep tables. I don't know what kind of controller they're using now. The guy in charge of service kind of pissed me off, so I don't fuck with him. But you can. It's not a problem. They pay. They always pay. Not a problem. LED lights. Yeah, you learn how to do light electrical work because they have outlets built in. These outlets are not part of the wall. You actually plug in, not this one, but the deli case. You actually plug the deli case in, and the deli case has its own outlet on it. That's to plug in the weight scale, to plug in a saw, meat saw, or anything like that, deli slicer, all that kind of stuff. So they have their own outlets. Oh, let me give you another one. That reminds me, because I was just there the other day, and I was just at this place, and the guy had a Mark. Cooler. Hold on one second. It's in my thing. Mark Refrigeration. There it is. Mark Refrigeration. You can call them. They're out of Florida. They're out of Florida. Miami, to be exact. Coral Springs, Florida. 126th Street, my friend. So that is them. Mark Refrigeration. This guy's usually happy to hear from people. Hold on one second. Was I muted just now? I hope I was. I'm going to get off of here pretty soon. My daughter hasn't eaten. She came out from her cave. So this is the number. Call. You tell them, you say, hey man, put down the Cuban sandwich. And you talk to me on the phone. You stop dealing your cocaina. And you talk to me on the phone. You stop playing the bocce ball, and you talk to me on the phone. You know? So he'll put down the bocce ball. He'll stop playing highlight just long enough to get your information, get you all set up, and get you dealing with Mark Refrigeration. You know, they're Cubans, so you know they might have them go fast boats, and you might find some unusual substances in their fridges. You know, but so is life. Such is life. That's Miami. That's Miami. It's Miami. So there's Mark Refrigeration. Of course, it's next to a Publix. Why? How could it not be next to a Publix? Of course, it's next to a Publix. Pompano Beach, Coconut Creek. And there's Coral Springs next to the end of the earth. That's where all the damn the plantations and stuff are, and the damn all the damn alligators and the damn all the just stuff out. And Boca out there with freaking awful Boca. Ugh. This whole damn thing need to break off and end up in the damn ocean. Ugh. I can keep this whole damn thing. Delray Beach. So yeah, Aberdeen. So it's not far. And that's where I used to be. West Palm Beach. Where's Okeechobee? There's Jog. Okay. So this is Okeechobee. There's Jog. Yeah, I used to be right over here. And there's a Publix right here. Because there's always a Publix. Where's the damn Publix at? Where the hell is the Publix at? Did they close the Publix? Bank of America, Dunkin'. Where the hell did Publix go? Marathon, Longhorn Steakhouse, Alfa Romeo. Yeah, because of course, what's Florida without Italians? Where the hell did the Publix go? Publix is right here. Who lives over here? Who lives in West Palm Beach? What the hell happened to that Publix? There was a Publix, man. I swear to you, there was a Publix right. It was right over there. Man, what has happened to Florida, dude? All right, we are going to wrap this up because I had to get the little one something to eat. Let me see if that Whole Foods is still there. Is this Palm Beach Guards? No, that's Norlake. Hold on, I still got to go up a little bit more. There's PBG. There's PBG. Palm Beach Gardens. Oh, man, I used to hang out. There's a Publix. But the Whole Foods should be right here. There's a PF Chang's. There's a Cooper Hawk. Y'all still got Cooper Hawks? Cooper Hawks didn't make it to Houston. We do not have a Cooper Hawk. Whole Foods. There it is. There's the damn Whole Foods. That was the first Whole Foods. That was the first Whole Foods in South Florida, West Palm Beach. Until they had that, and then there used to be a little Greek restaurant over here. Until they had that, it was just a shit show over there. Just the worst, man. I hated this freaking place with a passion. Gardens Mall. I used to take a lot of places over here. So there's Trader Joe's. It's a yacht club. Where the hell's my Greek restaurant? That's all right. That's all right. Let me see what y'all had to say. Yeah, Frank. Florida's a hellhole, bro. Florida is a hellhole. If that damn peninsula don't just break off and just sink to the bottom of the damn Gulf of America, I swear, that is just the worst. It's the worst place on earth. It's the worst place on earth. saying that I got to take my daughter to Disney World. Hopefully they come down with these damn prices. You know, it's $225 for a single day pass at Disney World. But as you guys see here, there's nothing in between because this is the wilderness. People in Florida, you only live within these 15 minutes of the damn ocean. Everybody only lives within 15 minutes of the damn water. Everything else is hell. Everything else ain't worth it. Y'all can keep it. I don't know why y'all fighting so hard for it. Y'all can keep it. Y'all can keep it. Keep that. What else? Is there any brand? Well, let me make myself bigger. Is there any brand out there that anybody has a recommendation on that would be a good one for people to start with? Any recommendation? And just so you guys know, True, okay. True, this is for the ice machine. True does not, on the refrigerators, anybody can work on True. Anybody can work on it. You don't have to be, there's no certification, none of that bullshit to work on a True warranty claim. You just fill out the form. And True sent me an email about their training. I wonder if it's going to be on their website. Come on, let's go see. And then I'm going to end this thing. I swear I'm going to end it. I swear. Well, let me make this bigger. All right, let's go to True. Let us see. Yep, there's the online. So now they're just doing the online. You got to register for this damn online thing. Come on, man. They are asking if you want to do commercial ice machines or residential or both. Will you be willing to run service calls on True commercial ice machines? Yeah. So let me give it a link. It's still the same link I've always given you guys. So now they let me fill this out so we can get the date. Let me get you guys the date. All right, let me see. Well, this ain't. Oh, okay. It's October 24th. October 24th is the online training class for True, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. They've done these online training things before. It's always good to. I turn on these videos. I turn on these online training things, and I continue to work. It's not like I'm sitting there with a pen and a paper. I'm usually working and I'm listening, I'm watching, and just letting it set in. Just put your stuff on mute and go about your business. You know, maybe you might catch some of it while you're driving or not. Don't worry about the visuals. If you're driving, just listen. You need as much exposure to this as possible. And so like I said, that's the True. This is for the ice machine. This is their training. Any questions so far? Any questions on anything, anywhere? We talked about Norpol. Let me go back over this damn list. Yeah, we talked about Arctic Air, Masterbuilt, Norpol, Norlake, Beverage Air, Lear, Mark, Pro Cold, and then that True training. And with that, we are going to wrap this up. I'd like to once again thank you all.
Being involved and being active on his YouTube channel. Well, welcome back.
It does mean a lot to me that you guys are consuming this content. I hope that this is helping you guys. Please do not wait to the last minute to try to implement this stuff, because it will take you years to get traction. It's not, you're not going to sign up with these people and start working the next day. With Hoshizaki, it took me 3 years to get going. It took 3 years before I was able to start with Hoshizaki. So this stuff takes time. This stuff takes time. Don't get disappointed. This is not something that you're going to be able to start up in a weekend. None of that kind of stuff. It takes time. You do need to do quite a bit of training, watch the videos and all this other stuff. So Alex Texas, can you walk me through your sales process when I recruit a new customer? It's all going to be different. It's all going to be different. Let's say I go to the supermarket and I hear a True fridge that is noisy. How do I approach the store and ask them a service fee? First of all, you're not going to do that, because service fee is the very last thing. Service fee is once you've already either closed or you're ready to close. So the service fee is the only thing that like breaks it. But you're not going to do a supermarket. Alex Tech, how many supermarket refrigerators have you worked on? How many supermarket refrigerators have you worked on? And the next question I have is this: give me the name. Right, so none. This is how this works. Most Mark, so you weren't really paying attention. I know you said True, but True is not a very big player in the supermarket refrigerator game. Your major players are going to be Mark Cooler. So your major players are going to be the Mark refrigeration, like we talked about. I did whole videos on this stuff. So that's your bakery case. There's your counter. This is what they specialize in. True doesn't have anything like this. So what they do is they have this is a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing. True doesn't get involved with this kind of stuff. Structural Concept does, Mark Refrigeration does, Orion does, which now Hoshizaki owns. There's your fish cases. Like I said, you're not going to run into a mom and pop grocery store and ever see a case that says True on it. They don't make those. That's not their business. That's not what they do. That's not what they do. Right. You see Mark, you see a lot of Mark. You're going to see, especially, like I said, they're in Florida. So you're going to see a lot of Mark in Florida. So let me wrap this on up for you. You're going to have Howard McRae. You're going to have Howard McRae. I do a lot of Howard McRae. I do a lot of Howard McRae in so Zero Zone, Howard McRae, all that kind of stuff. Come on, man. Give me. Don't do this to me now. Don't do this to me now. There we go. Philadelphia. Do you want more? Come on, man. All right, fine. I'll just go. Oh, damn, there it was. Oh, there you go. It was just there, right in front of my face. So anyway, let me see fish. This is what they specialize in. Fish, the deli, the meat. You're not going to see a True case. True doesn't make any of these. That was True started out providing to Coca-Cola. And so they started out with freezers and merchandisers and stuff like that. They never did really branch out into these type of cases. It just didn't. It wasn't their part of their history, or there was just no synergy with it. And I don't know why True hasn't bought. True could just very easily buy a company that makes these, but they just never did branch off into it. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Oh, so you might see some reach-in cases that are true, but usually not. You're going to see Masterbuilt. You're going to see those other ones. But anyway, back to your question. Back to your, and I still ain't got that damn thing. Back to your ladies' man query. Back to your query. Damn, I should have made that bigger. Back to your query. Oh. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need, when you go to a mom and pop grocery store, you're going to need to ask to speak to the manager or the owner. You first let their guard down, because when you ask to speak to the owner or manager, everybody is just uptight, right? Everybody's uptight. And see, Alex, you don't pay attention, man. Hold on 1 second. Let me address that one, and then I'll address this one, because I've addressed this several times. So I'm gonna let this sit up there for a second, and I'm gonna finish. So when you go to a mom and pop grocery store, you want to tell them, hey, I'm a technician, and I would like to speak to the manager or one of the owners. And then when they show up, they say, yeah, what's up? Say, hey, I'd like to offer you my services. So when you approach them at that point in time, you should already have your packet together. You should already have your packet together with all, no. The whole point, the damn channel is called New to Commercial. But I've done a number of videos on this very subject, right? I've done a number of videos on this subject. I've actually gone live from Kroger. This was like maybe 2 years ago. I've actually gone live from Kroger. But you're going to want to already have your packet with all of the equipment that you are familiar with, that you're comfortable with working on, and you want to give that packet to that manager, that owner of that grocery store. Prices are going to come later, because prices are all over the place. Prices to work on one machine are not going to be the same as the other one. Once again, let me make myself big. Once again, I told you guys all the labor rate guides are with the manufacturers already. Through manufacturing.com. So when you go, let's just say I'm going to go with True. All right. We're going to go with True, and we are going to look at the repair guideline. And would you look at here, and I don't want any of you guys to apologize, but you got to have tough skin, because you're dealing with business owners, you're dealing with managers, you're dealing with chefs, and these people don't really have time to talk to you. So you got to have your shit together. They don't have time to hear you stammer and stutter and shit like that. They don't have time for you to beat around the fucking bush. They just have time for you to spit it out, give them what you got to give them, and that's why you got to have your packet already together with all the shit you're going to do for them. And then you could work out once they agree to it, then you can work out the numbers later, and that you hammer out. So here it is right here. All the manufacturers have it. Diagnose and replace a door, 1.5 hours. Diagnose and repair a door torsion spring, 2 hours. All the rate guide is there. Electrical, there it is. Temp control module display, 2 hours. 1.5 hours to diagnose and repair probes. That's 1.5 hours. And the very easiest, the simplest thing to do is to make a legend and just apply your labor rate. Make a rate guide and attach it to your packet, right? So you're going to print out all their things, but you're going to have, this is only a question for newbies. This is only a channel for newbies. I don't talk about any type of advanced anything. The channel is called New to Commercial. This is where you ask the questions. But I already have over 400 videos. I have 400 videos. You can go ahead and check any. You can check out any of those. No, I don't really do a lot of. Okay, I do door gaskets on True, but I don't get a lot of. This year, I have not had a lot of door gaskets. Not this year. I take care of a lot of, Frank, I take care of a lot of newer locations. As you see, if you guys have looked at any of my videos, I very rarely am working on a place that is an older location. All my stuff is pretty much new. And it's just because of the market I'm in. Your market is going to be a lot of new stuff too, though, brother. They are not mom and pops. It's a big grocery chain. So you're not going to, we'll have to get into that. So there's Habco, and there's a couple of Everest. Everest has cassettes. Oh yeah, you got it right there. Habco and Everest. Habco and Everest has cassettes. And then, well, as I look through them, I have to remember who has cassettes. So now, the True units that you see the logo on are not owned by the grocery store. When you go into Walmart, when you go into Publix, when you go into Whole Foods, when you go into Food Lion, when you go into the grocery stores, I work on both. I work on reach-ins and ice machines. So when you go into the grocery store, those machines that you see are not owned by the grocery store. They're owned by the beverage company. They're owned by they're owned by Coke. They're owned by Pepsi. They're owned by Dr. Pepper, Keurig. I talk about this until I'm another color. I talk about this ad nauseum. Keep the questions coming, but you just gonna have to take what come with it, because I got tons of video talking about this. I got videos just dedicated to, how many times have I asked you guys, hey man, sign up with Onera. Hey man, sign up with well, Onera doesn't. Sign up with Embera. Sign up with Embera. ProCut. I just talked about ProCut today. ProCold. I'm sorry. ProCut is the division that sells meat saws and stuff like that. ProCut, ProCold, same company. ProCold has their deal is with Coke. So ProCold, that gets you in there. True is now, if you've ever see, and that goes to show that you haven't done the True ice machine class. If you did the True ice machine class, guess what? Guess what? True puts that monitor device inside those units. The same monitoring device, and they explain it in the class. When you go to the ice machine class, when you take the online class, just like I just showed you, they have a monitor that relays back to True, and then True will send out the servicer of choice to take care of that. And in the case where they won't put it on for like at Kroger, what's the service company that I give you guys? What's the service that I give you that's all woman run, and they give you the calls in Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and the grocery stores. So they have that account. What's those women's name? Damn, what's that women's name? Yeah, so you're not going to, you can't go into Kroger and say, I'll go ahead and take, the grocery store does not own those refrigerators. The grocery store does not own those. So Aegon 17. So What, you got a chance to catch the live I did today? Because that's a new name. And I did have one person. I had one person that saw that live, despite YouTube and their shenanigans. Despite YouTube and their bullshit. Once again, for all of you that just came on, despite YouTube and their bullshit, when YouTube isn't throttling me, when YouTube isn't hiding my shit, I can get views when YouTube isn't hiding me. When YouTube is hiding me, it'll be 2. It'll be 2 damn views when YouTube is hiding my shit. These are all live streams. I get 400 on live stream, but when YouTube is hiding it, I'll get 7. When they're not hiding it, I get 1,600. I'll get 400. But they, like today they had me buried. Today they had me absolutely buried. YouTube would not let my videos out. No, Brother Charles tried 3 times. I said, hey man, I'm gonna get off the phone with you, man. I'm finna go live. He's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna watch it. I was like, all right, brother. He called me while I was doing the live. He said, man, when you going live? I said, dude, I'm live right now. He's like, it ain't showing up. Bro, YouTube do that kind of stuff. YouTube do that kind of stuff. Oh. Well, and none of y'all want to answer. All this time that went by, none of y'all want to answer. Nordon, if you want to do so, Alex said true, the chains, true fridges. Nordon's got that. So that's going to be your QBD. That's going to be true. That's going to be QBD true. I've done so many videos. I've done so many videos on this. I've gone live walking through Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and stuff like that. And I've shown you guys the different units and the manufacturers that's in those different units. Those aren't locked. Those aren't the one today. The ones I do today, those are locked. But the ones, I know you did. I know you didn't get one. I didn't. Even if I would have sent you the note, even if I would have texted you my app and said, "Hey, I'm going live," I was on the phone. I was on the phone with Charles. Hey, man, I'm here at the spot now. Yeah, I'm gonna go live. He said, "Cool. I ain't never seen you live when you were at a location." I said, "Yeah, man, I'm about to go live. Just go on my channel, and you'll see me live. And you click on it and it'll take you to it." After about 30 minutes, he called. And he said, "Man, I've been trying." He said, "Are you live yet?" I said, "Yeah, man, I'm live." One person. That one person was probably this Aegon. That was him, since he asked about ice machines, because that's what I did today. I did a shit. I'll just put it. I don't know why I didn't just play the damn thing. I should have just played that damn thing. What the hell is it? Oh, they're not. Yeah, I can't even freaking. When the hell was it? That was 16th. That's today. 46 minutes. Not a single person saw it. 46 minutes. They didn't let none of you see it. Processing. I can't even show it. So I can't even show it. 46 minutes I was live. I can't even freaking show it. And I did have one person that was on there, and that might be this guy right here, because his question. You can replay any one of these training sessions, these question and answer sessions. Yeah, I think it's Nordon. So IDW, QBD, true, IDW, QBD, true, Ojeda. Let me show you guys Ojeda. That's one you should call. OJE, Ojeda Refrigeration. Ojeda is in, as they show right there, they're in your grocery stores, they're in Dollar Tree, Dollar General, that kind of stuff. But you're not going to be able to work on them directly. They sell to the distributor. They sell to the distributor. That's what you're seeing on the screen. Let me see if I can go back. That's what you're seeing on the screen, is that they market their product to the manufacturer of beverages, as you saw in that other one, to the manufacturer of cheese, fresh selection. So what these food manufacturers do is that they provide their own equipment. So when you go ahead and you buy cheese, no other cheese product can go in that fridge. No one's cheese can go in there, only theirs. Same thing with the beverage. Only their drink products can go in there. Only their products go in there. So that's the game that they play. They say, hey, we're supplying the merchandiser, only our equipment goes in there. Only our equipment goes in there. You place your $2,000 order, you place your $5,000 order, we're going to send you enough product to fill the case and then enough to restock for your order. You make an order of $3,000 or $2,000, whatever. We provide you with a free merchandiser. That store, that grocery store, does not own that merchandiser. It is the property of the food manufacturer, the food distributor. You call the store is supposed to call Ojeda. It's supposed to call an 800 number, and then Ojeda will send out somebody, or Nordon will send somebody. I can't think of what them bras names, because I finally shook them bras. I'm so sick and tired of dealing with them chicks. So sick and tired of dealing with them. I can't deal with them no more. I ain't got no patience. See? So that's how this works. So you could talk to the grocery store all you want. The grocery store, damn, I'm trying to make this bigger. The grocery store does not own the merchandise. When you see a name plastered all over that refrigerator, it's not the grocery stores. When you see Coke all over the machine, when you see Dasani all over it, it's owned. But when you see Starbucks all over that little fridge, and it's in the little case and all that other stuff, that little fridge is the property of Starbucks. And then Starbucks hires somebody like Nordon. And then Nordon will send out somebody. So if you want to work on equipment that you see in the grocery store, you must, this gets a little complicated, but you must call the number inside the unit. Like, even I have some trouble because they have true units in Walmart. They have true units in different grocery stores, and they have fresh dog food, fresh cat food in them. It needs to be refrigerated. Walmart does not own that unit. The grocery store does not own that unit that has perishable pet food. You have to call the 800 number. And then only way you can provide service on it is if you're part of service, one of the service dispatch companies. I am part of those. You got to pay like $5 a month for their administration fees, management fees, or whatever. But there's like 3 different companies out there that handle the dispatches. They're not like there's a person answering the phone. It's just the software. So there's 3 companies out there. They got the 800 number plastered on the inside of the thing. And when you call, you're calling the Philippines, you're calling Thailand, you're calling Bahamas, you're calling somewhere else. And those people don't really know what the hell you're talking about, because I've called them all, and I was like, hey, I'm a technician. I'm saying, they're like, is it broken? I'm like, no, it's not broken. Well, what do you want? I want to be able to work on it when it does break. I want you to be able to call me. Well, we can't help you. And like 2-3 times I've called through, and I finally got somebody who understood, and they told me, okay, the only way you can get calls is if you are on the so-and-so platform. And so I actually have a couple of customers on that platform. And so I'm actually on that platform. I'm actually on that platform. So let me see what Alex Tech says. You mentioned previously that Coke has warehouses full of broken units. How do I get repair calls, COD, or warranty on those units? You actually have to go there. And fun fact, getting through to those damn warehouses are the hardest thing that you are ever. Let me make myself big. Getting through to the right person in those warehouses, you stand a better chance getting a hold of someone at Fort fucking Knox than it is. You got to go through security before you even get to the front desk, and then you're gonna have some rude bitch at the desk. What you here for? I'm here to talk to somebody about working on you. You want a job? You try to drive? No, I don't want to be. You want to be a helper? No, I'm trying to work on the units in your warehouse. They are awful. Hold on, let me get somebody for you. They are awful. They are awful. They are awful. They are awful. Did I say they were awful? Because they are fucking awful. They're awful. They're awful. Fucking awful. Only way you're going to get. You mentioned previously that Coke has Coke. Actually, I said Dr. Pepper, but yeah, Coke does too. Coke has warehouses full of broken, and Pepsi does too, full of broken units. How do I get repair calls on those? And that is, you have to be signed up with Embera. You have to be signed up with IDW. You have to be signed up with QBD. You have to be signed up with Embera, IDW, QBD. Yeah, you got to be signed up with one of those three. Oh, and Ojeda. So you got to be signed up with those. Being buddy with True isn't going to get you in there, because True don't give a shit. Anybody can work on it. They don't care. You got to be signed up with all or at least one, because when you go in their warehouse, all four of those brands are going to be in there. Now, one thing you need to be, yes, Habco too. Yes, and Habco. Yes. Habco. QBD. Oh, I forgot about that. Habco. Wait a minute. Did we say who else we said had cassettes? Oh, you know what? Yeah. Habco. Yeah, Habco got cassettes. Everest. Yeah, Ojeda. Let me give you guys the contact information for Ojeda. And once again, when you call Ojeda, you're only going to get a hold of one guy. One, and he is Hispanic. You're going to get, is his name Oscar or some shit like that? Warranty and service. The number was back there, but every time I try to enlarge this thing, it keeps doing this thing to me. So he is very picky. I've talked to him over the years. You know, he's a trip. He's a trip. It's just like this one guy. I thought he was going to retire before the pandemic. He still ain't. The pandemic is over with. He still ain't retired. I don't know what the fuck he doing. I don't know what he doing. So Ojeda. So you got Ojeda. Bunker freezers. Oh, that makes all kind of stuff. Those you might look at them and see that they look a little familiar. So AHI and Ojeda, and in Masterbuilt, they make very similar freezers. Very similar freezers. That's a whole nother story. Woo! Oh, excuse me. Oh. Glass door freezers. So yeah, all these suckers look very similar until they all look the same until you actually dig into them. They all look. Hold on a second, because I got to do it. I got to do at least one.
We are same, but different, but still same.
So, la 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 la. What is this question here from Mike Adams? Contributed to the show. Hold on a second. I gotta answer. I gotta answer this question. That brother always contributes to the show. Da, 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 da. And as always, can't forget about Brother Frank. Brother Frank is probably gone. Brother Frank come in and he gone before the show over with. Every time. So, number one contributor to the show, he says, Mike, what about offering your service to restaurant equipment dealers? All right, that is where the lion's share of my calls come from. And you guys wondering how I get into brand new restaurants? Well, guess what? Because I am authorized with over 300 different manufacturers, it's in the best interest of the dealers to have me go out. So they will say, hey, Mike, we need you to do install. Hey, Mike, we need you to take care of this service call and blah, blah, blah. And because I'm signed up with a lot of different manufacturers, I'm able to go from piece to piece to piece. And then I'll go and like get, a couple of different things, or I will see some stuff that's wrong. And then the factory will say, hey, we ain't covering that. We're only covering this, that, and the other. The factory deals with the dealer. The dealer says, okay, Mike, they're not going to pay for it. We're going to pay you. You're out there. Go ahead and take care of it. And then what they actually do is they send my charges. They give that to the factory rep. That is the company that is providing them with the equipment. And they say, hey, fucker, we incurred a charge on some of those units that you had sold us, and blah blah blah. A guy had to go out there and fix it for us, and then they'll be made whole. But they'll pay you, but they'll be made whole. So I do that for Trimark, which is the largest distributor / dealer / service company in Texas, and probably in the United States. I do that for there's a listing, and they have all the dealers that sell in the top 100. They have a top 100, and I take care of 4 of the top 10 appliance dealers in Houston. Some reluctantly, by the way. But anyway, once you become authorized, especially what you can do, this is what you do. You take you go down to that whatever dealer is closest to you, take a look at what they're selling. Try to become authorized with what they are selling. Make sure you're talking to that manufacturer. Say, hey, ABC dealer has your equipment on the floor. Yeah, we know ABC. We know Carl over there. You're in Sheboygan, right? Yeah, I'm in Sheboygan. Yeah, we know Carl. Yeah, well, I would like to sign up to perform warranty service on Carl's stuff. I don't want to get involved with the stuff that the other guys are already doing, just the new stuff that Carl's dealing with. Like, all right, cool. We'll get you set up on that. Carl has a problem. We'll let you know. And then in turn, you then, once again, you take your packet, all your training, all your authorization, well, not authorization, but like when you sign up, they're going to give you a servicer number. And so you provide that dealer with all your certificates, right? Don't add them all together. Everybody's separate. Everybody needs their own page. Every manufacturer needs their own page. And I see you got a question there. Every single dealer has, this will be easy. Hold on a second. Every single dealer has catalogs, have books with all the equipment for what they're selling. And you see there's room for a page. And so this way they could just take your information, your one-page information. So this is just the Hoshizaki gives it to their dealers, right? Look at how big this is. True has a book bigger than this that they give to their dealers. And make yourself something so that they can go ahead and put your information in the binder. So then when they go, oh, where'd that guy go? That guy that had that stuff. Oh, yeah. Does he work on True? Think so. Man, go look in the book. They go and they'll pick up the Hoshizaki book. They'll pick up the True book. Like I said, this is just InSinger. This is just one manufacturer alone. This is just their product. And then you want to have it. Most of them will have a book. And then they have, here's the card for the rep. So they don't lose it. So they don't, what was the rep's number? What was his name? Yeah, they'll have that. And then your stuff can go, my bad. Your stuff can go in the book. Your stuff can go in the binder. So you make sure you have it there so that they can add your name. So you don't have it handwritten, but your own printed out stuff that's going to have your own printed out material that's going to have your company name, your company logo, your company phone number, and then authorized for, this is InSinger, authorized for InSinger, covering such and so market, right? Such and so area. And then your number. So then when they pull that book and they got that number, they call InSinger. They say, yeah, man, hey, we bought this unit. The customer said they got some problem with it. We got this guy, and he says he works for you guys. He said he can do stuff. And they're like, what's his number? And they'll look up your servicer number. And they're like, oh, yeah. If you want, yeah, because he's available, and he's over there looking at some other stuff for us. But can he look at this for you too? Will I get a charge on that? Or will it, how's it gonna? They're like, yeah. We'll call on over to the guy right now. Let me hang up for you. Let me call the guy that's over there. That's how that works. That's the synergy of it all. That's how I work my stuff. That's it. This is Follett. Look at how big that book is. Look at that. And then they got room. Right? They got room. They got a pocket. And they also have, they have the card. They can take their card out, but this is so small. But the factory rep, his card goes in there. It's a binder. But so here's all the healthcare. Oh, damn, you can't see it. Sorry. The healthcare stuff. All their stuff from Follett. All their stuff from Follett. Ice machines, freezers, blood bank stuff. And then you want your information to go onto that 3-ring binder. Your Follett service number, your phone number, your email, all your contact. You don't want them to have to search for any damn thing. You want your stuff right there. So you give them a booklet and then you make it so that you can take this stuff out. Maybe they need another one. They're going to have more than one salesperson, right? So you're going to want this, but this might get lost. This might go to the operations manager or the guy in the warehouse or their best sales guy or the owner. But this might get lost too. So you're going to want to give them two. One that can go in the binder. Say, hey man, is it all right if I'm authorized with Hatco? Can I put this? Can I put this, my authorization sheet, with my Hatco servicer number, my phone number, my email address, and can I put that in your binder? Right? Because you guys are just starting out. Can I put that in your binder? See how this says Follett? Can I put that in your binder? Yeah, sure, man. Yeah, go ahead. So now there's no excuse. Now there's no excuse. All right. So me, I have a bunch of stuff, but they would have a bigger catalog, like this. I made this with just the dishwashers. Oh, my bad. Dishwasher. No, so it's some other stuff in there. There's Royal. I think I got a new Royal catalog coming. And so you would actually give them. So like this is an example. I'm shit all over. I give them this, and then what this does. What this does when you provide this kind of stuff to the dealer. So this is for the Ultra Fire that they say I never had training for. By the way, this is for the Ultra Fire that they say I never had training for. But I got this, and I have nothing but pictures. Fuck you, Pitco. Fuck you, Pitco. You can't see it. Hold on one second. Let me make myself. This is damn. What? This is for the one that they say I never had any training on. Hold on one second. Hold on. There it is. That's this fucking Ultra Fire right there. It says I went through the training. It says it's signed by Robert. Yeah, it says it's signed by Robert. Damn it. That's gray. There it is. There's a better one. It says signed by Robert. Right there at the bottom. Signed by fucking Robert. Signed by Robert. AI video? Well, what would the AI video do for you? I tried to make a couple of AI videos. AI video, who's gonna watch an AI video? None of that stuff works. Putting your business out on Instagram, put it out on TikTok. That's not how business is done. That's not how business is done. Hey, Carol, how'd you find this guy? I found him on TikTok. First of all, it's not like, so if you're in Sheboygan, how the hell does somebody in Sheboygan see your Instagram? How the hell does somebody in Sheboygan see your TikTok? Right? It's not really focused. It doesn't target what you're trying to target. You have to do this stuff in person. If you want to get fancy with it, knock yourself and get fancy with it. I can't tell you how to geo-target on those things. And then that assumes that those people, first of all, these are all boomers and Gen Xers, and you're expected to put something on Instagram and TikTok. You tell me one person that's successful with Instagram, TikTok, and even YouTube advertising to attract a corporate client. How does that work? How does that come up in the meeting? How does that come up in the meeting? This is all business. This is business to business. You're not trying to advertise to Mary and her breast milk, right? You're trying to advertise, to Boar's Head. What are you doing? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Do you deal with repairs? Yes, man. I told you that before. I deal with repairs. Yeah, I know you couldn't see nothing. I know. I had to get up on the damn screen. But anyway, so you have your certification. You put that in there. So I would go and get the Henny Penny. That was Ultra Fire. So I would go and get the Ultra Fire book. I put that certificate in there in a clear plastic sleeve. I would in a clear plastic sleeve. I would put that same thing like this is Stolting. So I would put my Stolting certificate in there, then my Stolting servicer number, and I would put that in their Stolting book. Because they reference that book when they go and do sales, when they're dealing with a customer. So a customer buys Stolting from them. And you're in Sheboygan. They say, hey man, who the hell do we call? Your stuff is in the binder. In case they forget, your stuff is in the binder. Because the factory is not always going to think to call you. They just say, hey man, call Robert Service, man. Robert's been doing it for us since 1952. Just call Robert. So let me see here. Which equipment do you repair that has the best profit for the time and effort? That's going to depend on your skill set. So for me, it is dishwashers. which is why you see me whacking off the dishwashers all the time. Because for me, that's my best return on profit. I can take a $10 part and charge a customer $2,000, and the dishwasher won't work without that part. Dishwasher won't work without a contactor. Contactors have gone up in price now, but dishwasher won't work without a contactor. You charge them. Dishwasher won't work without man, you know, like I told you, the temperature gauge. Temperature gauge might be $35. There we go. That's one that might be cheap. Temperature gauge. Hold on, let's see here. And without it, the health department is going to hit them. American Dish temp gauge for sale. I gotta type that shit. Oh, it went up. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's all points. No, that's not the right temperature gauge. Oh, there we go. All right, so here is the temperature gauge. Let me make it big. There's the temperature gauge. $56. I don't know how legit these people are. 56. 25. So I could turn this $56 part into a $2,000 service call. So I love my dishwashers. I love them so much. All right. Have you had to deal with bigger stuff other than cases? Well, yeah, cases, walk-ins. So, like I said, this channel is not about me. This channel is about how you guys get started. But yes, I work on walk-ins. I hate them. I hate walk-ins. I hate them with a passion. I work on cases. I hate them. I hate them with a passion. Sometimes you got to take a car jack. And you got to jack the fucker up so you can get underneath them to get to the drain to put it on there properly in case the drain comes off. Ugh. Just stuff. Then it's just difficult to get a new condenser unit to the top of a damn case, top of a zero zone case. Zero zone is like my preference. I like zero zone. Master built is cool. I like zero zone, but for what I'm telling you guys about Zero Zone and Master Built, those are two big ones that you're going to deal with. Oh, look at you, Brother Frank. I didn't know you were still here. Because, you know, Brother Frank, he breezes in and out. He's here. You think he's here. 10 minutes go by, Brother Frank gone. Brother Frank goes, like, I'm going to catch you on replay. I'll catch you later, Mike. I'll catch you on replay. He ain't going to catch you on no replay. Brother Frank is a trip. But anyway, yeah, it ain't about me, man. It ain't about me. It's about what you guys would be comfortable with. And starting out, you're not going to work on no damn freezer cases. You know, maybe start out with some structural concept stuff, but don't work on no damn cases. You ain't ready for that. You ain't ready for that. Oh, Brother Frank doing some paperwork? Oh, yeah. All right. Let me show you. This is what you should start out with. And Structural Concepts was purchased by Hoshinazaki. Hoshizaki about their ass. My daughter gonna kill me. Get me. So if you want to get and get your feet wet with cases, might I suggest starting out with Structural Concept first? I wholeheartedly endorse these varieties of the Wisconsin nature. So you can start off with Structural Concepts. It's going to keep you more than busy. You've seen me with Structural Concepts at Chipotle. You've seen me with Structural Concepts at Starbucks. Structural Concepts is at universities, grocery stores, school cafeterias for high school, hotels, hotel storefront areas. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Once again, I hope you guys didn't hear all that. So yeah, structural concept is what I recommend. Do enjoy. In case your hands get wet. Like I said, they are now part of Hoshizaki. I will show you the information. There is support. Structural concept is very good about, they added video research. Nice. Check them out. That is the Hoshizaki influence, I must say. And this little fucker is rummaging around in the damn kitchen. SS Structural Concept Learning Center. What is this? What in the John Wick? What the hell? I did not know that this existed. How-to videos? Ooh.
Unprecedented expertise in self-contained refrigeration has allowed us to pioneer award-winning technology with R290.
This
for
could be your
increased energy
gateway
efficiency
to
and lower
convenience
impact
stores,
on global
gas
warming.
stations, grocery stores.
This is a general-purpose guideline on
Any
best practices
larger
for your
client.
structural concepts display utilizing R290 condensing units. To identify that the cabinet you're working on is using R290 refrigerant, check the serial label. We recommend taking a photo of the serial label for future reference. You will also see that the condensing unit is labeled as R290 and that the process ports are marked in red. Service must be performed in an area that's free from sparks, open flames, hot surfaces, and in a well-ventilated area. An R290 placard must be placed in the work area before work can begin. Repairs that involve adding or removing refrigerant must be performed by an EPA 608 certified technician.
Anyway, let me braze.
Please review the full list of recommended tools prior to beginning work to ensure you have the correct tools on hand. Vent slowly and crack the shutoff valve slightly to prevent creating an environment with enough propane to cause a thermal event. Please note, the electronic leak detector may go off during this time.
See, you
must recover
vented.
refrigerant.
You
use an
vented.
R290 approved recovery machine.
Now you
Flush the
vent
system with
right into
nitrogen
the air.
at 30 to
The whole
50
purpose of the
psig
sequencer
for a few minutes.
to tell people not to vent. So now
Cut out the failed components using a tubing cutter. Keep system exposure to the environment to a minimum.
you guys let me give you guys the information.
And replace the filter dryer, shown in blue.
All right, fine.
Raise the joints while purging with nitrogen to prevent oxidation on the inside of the system. Pressurize the system with nitrogen at 200 psig and check for leaks. Vacuum the system to below 500 microns and ensure the vacuum sustains for 10 minutes. Purge the hose before filling equipment to remove the possibility of contamination. Charge unit to the specified R290 amount specified on the serial label using a scale with a minimum of 2 gram resolution and the smallest hose length possible.
Oops, my bad. Anyway, this is the number for structural concept. I gotta feed this little girl before she starts eating her pet. It is a school night after all. Again, they're also going to have the labor rates, labor guide, how long everything takes. They got all that. Everybody has one. Everybody has a guide on what they expect parts, the length of time it takes to change. All right. And with that, I'm going to have to bow out. I do appreciate you guys finally at the 2-hour mark asking your damn questions. Man, I swear you guys I do appreciate you finally asking your damn questions. I'm glad to get you the information that you need. Mondays and Thursdays. Oh, sure, no problem. That's why I come here. I don't come here to say, ooh, look at me, look what I can do, and look what I work on. Look, man, this is about how you can get in, how you get started in the business, where you need to look, who you need to contact, what equipment is used where, right? What you should actually start out with first. That is the whole purpose of me spending this time with you guys and making 300-400 damn videos. That's the whole purpose of it. If you go back 2-3 years ago, you'll go back, you'll see QBD, you'll see structural concept videos, you'll see all those kind of stuff where I talk about training and stuff like that. So I'm going to use that as my curtain call. And I want to thank you guys for being here. And I want to say, hey, subscribe to the channel. I'm at 900 something finally. I need to get to my 1,000. Help a brother out. Even if you don't donate financially, subscribe. Tell somebody to subscribe. Once I get to 1,000, shit, y'all can unsubscribe. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Like, share, subscribe. And as always, hey man, thank y'all for watching. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll be back on Monday. Once again, I do lives during the day if YouTube will let you see them. And once again, thank you all. Thank you, Michael Adams. Thank you, my app. Thank you, Brother Frank. And let me go feed this little terrorist of mine.
Be relentless. That's it. I'm done.
All right. See y'all later.
Now, why would I do some shit like that?
Playing with my money is like playing with my emotion.